I think it's recording. Yeah, it's recording.
Alright, I got inspired by a book, and they used medieval times. They would take things like nuts and make them into necklaces and put things in them that they thought that they would protect them. And so with this contest, I thought, okay, here's this peach. I'm going to eat this peach, and I'm going to use it as a container to hold things and decorate it and see how I do at the contest. This is my first video. Sorry if the voice is too quiet, if I'm too quiet. But, yeah, so I'm not gonna record me cleaning out the whole pit. I'll come back after it's been cleaned up and opened and dried, and I'll start talking about what I'm gonna do with it. Okay, so I discovered they're really fragile. Yeah, here's a broken one. And I've got another one boiling. Boiling helped, but get all the fruit off of it, but it made them really moist. So I tried sticking it in the microwave. Not a good idea, it explodes. So I grabbed some sandpaper and I was doing some sanding and stuff, and I didn't get the effect that I wanted. So I pulled out an old nail file of mine, and I started sanding it, and I got a really nice, it gave me flat edges, and I was able to angle it and make it all different shapes, and made it really smooth. And I really, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the smoothness of where the seed was. I have never opened one of these before, so this is all new to me. But there was 2 of these little things inside of it, and it was quite amazing. I couldn't believe just how smooth that was. It's like it's varnished, and it's like super shiny, and it's like, this stuff is like wood, except softer. Almost like sandstone, I guess. So yeah, so now I'm going to take the drill, and I really suck at it, so I'm going to turn you off, and it's going to be noisy anyhow, and wish me luck that it doesn't break while I'm trying to drill it. Thank you. A hole, I drew it right there and on an angle. Hopefully by having it go in an upward direction, I'll help it hang properly. And it's just at the top of where the seed used to be. So yeah, now I'm going to go on a little walk around and see what I might want to put inside it. Okay, I'm at 2 different stages here. The piece that broke off of this one that didn't have the complete shell casing, I still went ahead and used it anyhow. I painted the back of it and the front, everything except for the seed casing, with a cinnamon brown, just cheap acrylic paint, and then I coated it with Mod Podge, and then put something from the garden, it'll be a surprise, and put the Mod Podge in. Now I'm going to have to wait for that to dry. It will dry crystal clear, and I've got the really glossy version, so it's going to look kind of like epoxy. Now this one here's the one that I've been working on, and I put something in it. It's almost dried. I had to first coat it and then put my thing in because it didn't want to conform to the size, so I had to wait until the glue was tacky inside and then stick it in. I put a little bit of glue on top to hold it there, hoping that it'll hold it there when I fill it in. So I'm just waiting for a couple of areas to dry. There's one right there, And under this here flowering thing is another. So when that's done, it should look really good. I'm really pleased. I can't believe these were made with peach nuts. Pits. I don't know if that you can see that or not. But I still have to put a coating on the back. But that's where I am so far. So I put pins in them and drilled the holes like I said I was going to do. This one's glued in spot, so I can make a loop so that I can put a link on it to attach it to a necklace. There is, I don't know if you can see it, also one on this one, but I don't dare move it, not with it filled with the glue because it's still running, because it's still quite wet. Alright, I'll update you as soon as I can do something else because it's going to take a while to dry. Okay, so the ones that I filled up have still not dried, but you can, hopefully you can see part of the plant coming through on the thing. It's a really beautiful white color. This one is in its natural. I turned it into a pendulum. I used the pin and made an eye and added some beads. Because they weren't drying properly, I went ahead and did some more, doing it in layers. This one's almost done drying, and I got a pearl in it. Hopefully you can see that. And I use leaves, and in the background you can see the yellow rose petals, and I'm going to put beads on this as well, and for a necklace. I did the same thing here, but a different arrangement of more yellow petals, and I put a silver chrome piece in the middle. It made it look like it was a flower, and wrapped it in a leaf. And so I got quite a few more coats until it's filled. I just don't want to rush it like I did the other one. Oh, for fun, I took the rose that I was taking pieces off of it and dipped it in. It looks like it's going to preserve the whole rose. I'll let you know how it survives, because if it survives, I'm going to make myself a bouquet. It's the first year I've been able to go outside and garden, so I am quite proud of myself that I was able to take my walker out and maneuver around the garden, which is my favorite place. Okay, I forgot my physical tag, so I added this. This is, if I can get it to work here. I don't know how to do this. I have the date. And see? And my first pendulum. Really shiny, I like it. I cannot get the light, for the love of me, to show up. There is my pearl wrapped up in yellow rosebuds and leaves. And the nut that I left in natural. I hate the fact that this camera uses mirror imaging. Left is right, right is left. It's confusing. This is the very first one I did. The glue is still drying in the center there. But you can see the leaf where it wasn't as thick. It's going to be crisp and clean. You can see little buds right there from the tiny flower that I put in it. But yeah, I can't wait for it to finish drying, unfortunately. It's not going to be dry for this contest. Let's see if I can get a better view of this one in here. This camera is just not doing it justice. I don't know how you make videos. Because this just looks like crap on the camera. But it is not. You can see the little bead that I put in the middle. And then the yellow petals here and all over that come from it. As it to make it look like a flower. And then I got a leaf going across the front of it. I can't get it to show up on the camera. There's the back of it. I really like the back. I had painted it and sanded down off some of it. And this glass that just looks shiny things. And then this rose that I dipped for fun. Again, it's still me. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's see if I can get it to show up. Do something else in the background. See, look, this is a beautiful rose, and it looks not so beautiful. And maybe that's a little better over there. But, it's still got some white on it. But this is going to be a brooch. If it works out, it would be great. I've never worked with Mod Podge. I'm not a crafter. I'm just starting. Your wonderful videos. I started making bracelets. Lots of fun. See if I like it better in this. And of course, my kids downstairs playing. See? You can see it popping out there. The leaves. It's just not showing the detail. Oops, got it. Alright, well, that's it. Not much of a chance of winning if I can't show it to you, but I had fun learning about the computer and how things work. So maybe that's better. I can't get this. I don't know where I'm supposed to put this. Anyhow, sorry, you just have to take my word for it. It's really pretty. It's all suspended, and glossy, and they're tickling each other and begging for help. I'm not going down there. They can do it on their own. If later on, when I can get my son to show me how to do this better, I'll post up a finished shot of it on my site. My site? Is that what it's called? Anyhow, where I signed into get my emails and stuff. Okay, thanks guys. Had fun.